Hi guys, welcome to episode 7. Welcome back to my Savannah base. Now a lot has changed around here and I'm quite excited to show you. First things first, yes, I've got me some doggies. Finally had enough bones to be able to go and collect those wolves that lived in that forest, and here they are guarding my dirt hut. And yes, the house is now finished. I will be moving my stuff in today and giving you a bit of tour of the place. But first, let's go over here and have a look at this. I've used the big hole, which is not to say this is the end of the big hole. I can still continue to dig down around and hopefully get down to bedrock, although we might need a beacon to achieve that. But yeah, this is an iron farm. Pretty basic, your standard iron farm. Yes, I followed a tutorial block by block because I don't understand how this stuff works, but here we are. We've got the 2 layers where the golems spawn all the villagers in. I completely raided that village over there and brought them round. It was a pretty lengthy process. Oh, let's sleep. So I went to that village over there and grabbed the villagers into boats and boated them all the way around the outside here, and there's a little lagoon just over the crest of the hill there, which was the closest place to the hole from the sea, where I made a little bit of a collection chamber. Oh, the cows are loud back here, aren't they? Made a little bit of a collection chamber where I got the villagers out of the boats into mine carts and mine carted them just across the crest of the hill here and down into each of the villager chambers. We've got 10 villagers in here total. We had 9 in that village, but luckily Katie had the coordinates of another village just across the ocean in that direction, so we followed that and were able to get our 10th villager. Don't worry, it was a nitwit, so we're not poaching any librarians, although there is, I think, 1 librarian in here. So yeah, this is my iron farm. According to the tutorial video that I followed, this produces iron at a rate of 40 ingots an hour, which it does seem to be doing. Let me show you how it all works. So we go down here. This, of course, I can continue to dig out in the future if I need to. What we've got is this temporary little setup down here. So the iron golems spawn on the platforms into the water streams, get pushed down into the hole in the centre where they fall through this lava, and then because they're greater than 2, as you can see here, a golem dying with its head still in the lava, and the drops fall out into these hoppers here, which is then collected and spat out by this dropper, as we will hopefully see. Yep, there we go. Oh, I've picked them up, unfortunately, but yes, they would then go along these water streams, and that water stream takes the items up a bubble elevator, up back to this ground level height, and drops them into a collection zone in this barn. Now, you will have seen this barn before. This I have added a roof to. Now, it was always my plan to tell a story with this barn. As you can see, the roof has been crashed into and it is old and splintered. Well, this is because this barn was originally built as is, but then part of the hillside collapsed and there was a landslide which filled in part of the barn space and completely ruined the roof. So what we have here is our ruined roof system, and yeah, it's pretty nice. I think it looks best from where we first saw it over there by the big hole. But this will be my kind of bulk storage barn, and it just tells a story of the timbers having disintegrated over time. And I like the mix of dark oak and spruce to just weather it with age. So this will be my bulk storage. This is where I keep all my cobblestone and dirt and stuff that I've got in huge amounts, and my iron. Let's pop in there what we've got. Excellent. See, it's producing quite a bit, and I've only had this built for a day or so, and I haven't spent all of that online. So it's going pretty well. This is where the water stream comes out, the bubble beta, and then the items travel along under here into a collection hopper, which then sends them down. Now, obviously, this is overkill in terms of chests, and that one doesn't even open, so I'm not expecting it to get up that high. But I have just filled the chest with ingots to guide it neatly into into place, get everything nice and neat and tidy. And yeah, this is not the full amount of iron because I have already raided this. I've built myself a few hoppers. I've built myself 2 new anvils out of the stuff we've got here, and we've still got a fair amount. So pretty pleased with how this is going. So yes, the house. I'll give you a bit of a tour. And my plan for later in this episode is to move all of my items out of the dirt hut and into this house. Now, the main thing about this house is that this is actually based on a real house. This is my grandparents' house, in fact, where they live, and I have built this house almost entirely from memory, except the exteriors. I have used reference photos for the front view. See if I can match it up a little bit. So I've got a view from about here. I'll put the photo on the screen. So I think that came out really well. Obviously, I know that in the real house the roof ends here and then the garage is flat, but I had a real hard time fitting in all the upstairs rooms with the roof ending there, so a bit of artistic license there. And also I have a reference picture view from this side. So we should have a nice view from around about here. Now obviously this hill doesn't exist in my grandparents' house, so gotta have a bit of yeah, suspend your disbelief a tiny bit. Oh, and I need to add a chimney. So yes, this is the other sort of side. Well, I came to my grandparents' house most recent time I was there, and I saw these sort of cuboid extensions, and I just thought that is a Minecraft house. That is a Minecraft house ready to happen. Now I built it primarily out of jungle wood because that kind of mimics the aged bricks that my grandparents' house is made out of, and I've got the white rendering as best I can out of these stripped birch logs on the sides, and obviously the roof colours are completely wrong, but I wanted it to look nice in Minecraft as well as being as accurate as possible to real life. So we'll just have a look around this side. Now this side, as I mentioned, the roof goes up. Oh dear, this hill. The roof goes up a completely different place on this side. So this side is completely from memory. I don't recall what this side looks like on my grandparents' house at all. But yeah, there we go. So that's the outside. And apart from those 2 reference pictures, the entirety of the rest of this is entirely from memory. So let's go and have a look. We'll go in through the front door. We've got this kind of step up to the front door here, out of this terracotta, hardened clay, which I think matches fairly well, and into the hallway. Now I do want to do a tiny bit of furnishing in this hallway, maybe put a shelf here or something, but this is mostly the way it is. We've got 2 rugs. My grandparents are big fans of patterned rugs, so I've tried to match that as best I can, and this one, you'll notice, has a little bit of something going on. Now ask me to tell you about my grandma's lawnmower story, and that will reveal this rug, this backstory. So yes, I have included that particular little family memento in here, and we've got the stairs going up, coat stand. So yeah, let's have a tour room by room. This is the living room. We have a nice open door to the patio. Now, I know you're worried about mobs, but what we've got here is a mob safety trap. So the mobs don't recognise this as a valid space to walk on, so they would get to here, but I'm hoping if it's a creeper I can just run away or slay it and it won't cause us a problem. But zombies and skeletons and things won't be able to advance from there, so that's quite nice. So it should theoretically be mob safe. So yeah, we've got this nice white large living room with various chairs, mismatched furniture, bookcase, and now there are going to be plenty of chests scattered around the place because I do want this to be my functional base, and later on we will be moving our stuff in and deciding where everything's going to go. So yes, there are a lot more scattered chests in this house than in my real grandparents' house, and obviously we've had to make do with Minecraft paintings as well. So here we have a glass coffee table and a big white sofa, and obviously the roaring fireplace. Now, fire tick is turned off on this server, thank goodness, and I did do a fire safety test at the bottom of the big hole before actually putting fire into this rather wooden, flammable house. But yeah, fire tick is off, and that allows us to build with fire, which is great, and that helps us light up the room. I've tried to hide as much hidden lighting in here as possible, and I think it should be good. So yeah, we've got our drowned head on the mantelpiece, and some flowers, some chests, and this music system. I might at some point, if I get any records, craft up a jukebox and put that in place on one of these 2 note blocks. So yeah, this is the living room, and now we come through. This is the TV Nook. We've got my grandparents have this designer wheelie chair. I don't know what it's called, but it's rather an impressive chair. This was the closest I could get in Minecraft, unfortunately, but believe me when I tell you that this chair is quite something in real life. And yeah, we just got the little telly there, the chaise longue, and this is the telly Nook. And then continuing through into the dining room, we have the big dining table. I think it's normally a lot smaller, but obviously I go around there when we have family gatherings. We get all the tables and chairs in here and get a big table with the family all around. And my grandmother's sewing kit with her mannequin for sewing. And a computer desk here with the little computer screen and mouse. I'm trying to think of a way to do a keyboard, but if you've got any ideas, message me about keyboard and we'll try and implement that as well. And here we have the first of many wardrobes in this, and this is the main place we're hiding storage in this house. So yeah, and I've tried to include a crafting bench in pretty much every room. I don't think the living room has one. Actually, that might be an oversight. Oh no, it does. It has one in the bookshelf. And of course in the reading nook, this TV is in fact a furnace, and we've got a hidden crafting bench up there in the corner. So yeah, I'm trying to hide crafting benches in every room and furnaces every now and again. So this is the kitchen. We've got our microwave here and our classic kind of bench space with cups and some chests. Now this chest will be for dry food and ingredients, and then I've got another one for fresh food over there in the fridge. And this is a round table, closest I could get to a round table in Minecraft, but I think it sells the idea. And the other kitchen table here. Washing machine. I did, in a moment of experimentation, try out the heart of the sea in here to give the roundness of the front of the washing machine, and it looked amazing, but even I can't quite bring myself to use a heart of the sea to make a washing machine in Minecraft. Bin and sink, obviously our classic cauldron designs, and this is the hob cooker and double oven, all of which are functional furnaces. This is the fridge with hidden chest inside and hidden lighting, so this will be able to store all of our fresh and meat products and so on. And here we've got the kind of notice board with all the reminders and the telephone. So yeah, this is to kind of give the impression of busyness, and I've got a post-it note on the wall, which is actually a memento of our first piece of mail. Yes, I sent it myself. No, I'm not ashamed about that. So yeah, just notepads and various little busy bits and bobs around here. Now we'll go through quickly into here, which is the side passage, where we've got a bit more storage. I'm a bit more kind of explicit about this. It's not really hidden so much here because this is in fact the garage. And yeah, a couple more chests, crafting bench, and furnace, and a moped. Yes, I mean it looks more like a motorbike than a moped, but we work with what we got. So yeah, this is my grandmother's moped, and I think it fills the space quite well. And I did try to build a car in here, but that was not working. So maybe we'll build a car out on the driveway out front as a decoration. So that's the garage. Oh, night has fallen. I once saw a creeper on this side through this gap, and it scared the life out of me. So continuing through, we're going back into the main hallway, and this coat stand is next to the downstairs bathroom. So we have just a little loo roll, sink, and we've got a hidden chest up there, which I will store something in, and a window through into the garage. This, if I could do frosted glass, I would do frosted glass. Yes, I understand, but we're working with what we got. And then finally, the last room on the downstairs is my grandfather's study. So here we have, this is a lot neater, believe it or not, than the study in real life. So we've got bookshelves everywhere and just papers stacked around the walls, and desk and the windowsill are just covered in documents and pens and all sorts. So I think that's quite true to his working style. And then we continue up the stairs. So upstairs we have quite a lot going on. This picture, in this place in real life, my granddad has a big portrait of himself in a dressing gown on the beach. Obviously that painting does not exist in Minecraft, and we can all probably say thank goodness, but here is a figure pulling pretty much the same pose as he is in that portrait, so that's quite something. And yeah, just other paintings scattered around for effect. Now if we go through here, this was my mother's childhood bedroom, and I'm just going to sleep. So this will be my kind of main room, my bedroom, where I'm going to sleep most of all, and you can see my iron farm and farm out the back there, which is nice. Now this is the first mob head that I actually got on the server. I think it was on the first day, so I've renamed that Fiona's first face, and I put that memorabilia above my bed. A few more chests in the cupboard. I think that in the real house this is built into the wall, but needs must. A little bit of a writing desk, some paintings, and some hidden chests back here. Now, because of the kind of attic style slanted roof in this house, we have a lot of these Nook spaces along the walls. This is true to life. There are these cupboards along the bottom of the walls when the roof slants in, so I've hidden a bit of storage in some of those, which has come out rather well. So, onward. Along here we have a mirror in the hallway. I might put a tripwire hook there, actually. That would be a night-light little detail. And this is my aunt's bedroom, my aunt's childhood bedroom, I should say, with a bit more Nook storage in the sloping roof, and a nice big wardrobe full of all of the amenities, and a little desk there. So onward, we have my uncle's childhood bedroom, which is now more of a sort of double guest room. Bit more chests, same old wardrobe, you know the drill by now. These bedrooms are pretty self-explanatory. Now, this is where we start having fun. This is the bathroom. Now, I know what you're thinking, first of all. There's no toilet in here. That is correct. We'll get to that in a bit. But we've got fun wallpaper and carpet. Yes, they have carpet in the bathroom, and a nice full bathtub, which gives us a bonus dripping effect in the garage down below. Taps, shower curtain. I want to experiment with putting the shower curtain sort of along here, but I think I might need end rods first, so we'll see how that goes once we get to the end. I keep finding uses for end rods, so I might have to do an overhaul once we get them. And a nice big sink and bathroom mirror there. So onwards, and we'll go to the toilet first, in this big long, very empty toilet. And yes, I know what you're thinking, there's no sink in here. Quite right, that was in the bathroom over there. So, and this painting here is no longer in the bathroom of my grandparents' house. This is actually a painting I now own. They gave it to me, and it's of sheep blowing in the wind. It's rather nice, I love it. So that is one little nugget of information there, and your standard toilet roll holder design. So one final room to look at, but before we get to that I will look at this painting. Now in the real house, that's on this wall here, and it is not a painting. In fact, it is my grandparents' marriage 50-year anniversary certificate, I suppose what you call, where all of the guests signed it, and it was this lovely family piece of memorabilia there, so I tried to get that in. Now if we go into my grandparents' bedroom, here we have I don't really recall this room very much, so I am sort of bit of artistic license, but we got a bed and a big painting, and this is I've made a little desk with some memorabilia. This is the buried treasure map that I once tried to find on my own and failed, but Katie actually just helped us find that treasure, which was nice. And the original boat, dark oak boat that I got from spawn on day 1, and the eggs that we received in the mail, probably from Ollie, I suspect. So yeah, that's some of my memorabilia. And finally, we've got this big wardrobe and mirror insert. So there's just a few chests in here. There's nothing up there. There's a crafting bench. And on this side, and I'm rather proud of this, I've managed to make some clothes hanging down from this clothes rail. So I'm very impressed with that little bit of design. And yet, chest and furnace there. So, there we have it. That's the whole house. So I'm ready to move in. You've seen a lot of the hidden chests. So when we come back from this next clip, we'll have a look at where to put all of our stuff and get it all organised. I like the idea that you want to scatter your stuff. Don't want just one big storage system room, but scatter the stuff amongst a build, and then you're always walking from room to room, and you always see the work that you've done. I really like that as a concept. So yeah, but first we're going to jump into a little bit of footage of Katie and I going treasure hunting.
I found it!
You found it?
Yep, found it.
Okay, we definitely have to go back to my one then. Do you want to do that now, seeing as we're on a roll? Where is it? Where is it?
It's down here, right deep in the water.
So it is.
I've taken the Eye of the Sea out. There wasn't really much else in there.
It's alright, I will take the TNT and the iron. And we make sure you break the chest so it won't show up on future maps.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll get down there. Oh.
It's alright, I've done it. Can we go and check out my one?
Do you know where your map is?
Yeah, I should still have it.
Can do, sure. Found it.
Did you?
Oh baby, it's a good one.
Oh, friend.
Got it. Got it.
It's incredible.
Yeah, boy.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
Why are you mad?
Because I spent ages trying to find it. I mean, you saw that hole in the hill.
Yeah. I've learned. I know where they tend to spawn now. I found so many and lost so much stuff.
Okay, I'm just going to break the chest and... Oh, it's all gone in my inventory. Excellent. Okay, let me have a look at what we got. A heart of the sea, a diamond, an iron sword, some emeralds, some gold, some iron, some TNT. That was really good, friend.
It was a good one.
Did you want the heart of the sea, or did you get one in the other?
I got one in the other.
Cool.
So I'd be okay.
What would you like? What would you like from it? Some emeralds?
I would love an emerald.
An emerald? I can give you better than that. I will give you 3 emeralds.
They're lost to the sea.
Go diving.
They be Davy Joneses now.
Go get them. Right, welcome back, and now we have the tough job of organising our things. So, I'm just going to make a start with the ones that I know. I think I've planned out where I want all my wood items to go. So, let's grab all of those, and I'm going to come back for these. Because obviously, as you notice, a lot of the chests are single chests, so we're going to have to split up our items pretty a lot to fit them all in nicely, but there's nothing wrong with that. So, what I want these kind of miscellaneous wood items to do is to go in here. Although I might put those in with the logs, actually, thinking about it. But yep, I've just got... I'm putting them here because and there's no really sort of order to it. Oh yes, I can put some more torches in there. So I'm putting them here because in real life this is a basket of firewood. So I thought I like the idea of sort of miscellaneous wooden items being right next to the fire, and that's informed my decision to make the rest of this living room about wood items. So let's go back and get the rest of them. So that means all of my wooden items will be stored in three single chests throughout the living room, which I think works quite well. Keeps them all close at hand. So let's grab all of that. I'm wondering whether or not to put item frames on the chests. I don't know what I'm doing here is what I'm doing here is wood blocks and wooden blocks. I think we'll have boxes and shippers again. And over here is all of the stairs. Excellent. So wood is in place. Excellent. Let's go and have a look at some of the other items and see if any of those speak to us as to where they should go. Oh, I definitely know about food. Let's close that. I think food needs to go in the kitchen. That's seeds, so that's gardening. Food. That's gardening. Food. Do we have anything in the furnaces? We do. I thought I remember that. And get us some tasty levels as well. So, food definitely goes in the kitchen. Now we're going to have to think about splitting it up into dry ingredients and refrigeratables. Is that a word? Refrigeratables? So here we are in the kitchen. Now in the fridge we're going to definitely want our meats. Let's put our meats in the middle, because you should always put meat on the bottom shelf, but cooked meat goes above raw meat. So if we adhere to that principle, we'll have raw meat on the bottom and raw fish can go on the other side. Let's move this down a bit. And the fridge. We've got fish. Let's put the fish in the fridge as well. And cool. And we've got this chest here for I know you can keep eggs not in a fridge, but I think for the sake of this we will keep eggs in the fridge. What else? Should we turn this wheat into bread? There's our crafting bench. So we can pop that up in the bread bin. If we keep vegetables at the bottom, I know you probably should keep vegetables in the fridge. Oh dear, this is turning into a right old problem. And then of course we've got. I need a bin. That is a problem. Should we sleep on it? Where would a good potion place be? Ooh, I quite like the idea of a brewing stand on this table or something like that, because it might look a bit like a kitchen appliance. So maybe a good place to keep potion ingredients, including pufferfish. Right, I've chosen a bunch of gardening supplies and tools because I thought I know where they'll go. The garage. So if we just head on through to the passageway, I think this would make a good... Actually, if we make a double on the gardening chest, then we can fit a bunch of leaves. So we'll just chuck it in here for now. And we'll get a put of wheat in there as well, because we will need wheat for breeding cows. So if we make that the gardening chest, and I can come back and arrange things as and when, then I think this would be a good tools chest. Now I'm putting the wool inside the downstairs loo because it reminds me of Well, toilet paper. So, sand, sandstone, and glass, I think, all deserve to go in a similar place. But we're going to have to think about dyes. I don't know where I'm going to put dyes. Can't put dyes in the brownest room of brown, can I? No, I'm definitely thinking of sandstone in my grandparents' room. So what, we've got a single chest. Let's just open all these cupboard doors. Okay, so there's nothing up there. So, sandstone. Sand definitely needs to go in the double chest, I think, because I've got the most of it and I'm more likely to have the most of it. Sand, which means sandstone would go well in here. Sandstone, sandstone, smooth sandstone, chiseled sandstone, sandstone stairs. Which means that this will be a good place for glass, like grey and glass panes. Excellent. So there we go. There is all the hardened clays, and I suppose it makes sense for the clays and bricks to go with them, doesn't it? So that could be my grandfather's study, and that can go up into the sandbox. Yes, and then I think prismarine might work well with, maybe with ice? Or would that be a waste of a double chest, though? I'm thinking that things like iron and coal and stuff might go in my mother's old bedroom, which is going to be my bedroom, basically. We'll see. We'll see. Let's do this stuff, and then we'll come back to the prismarine. So, prismarine, I think it's an advanced with the ice thing. And yeah, that's what don't just ooh, rails. Rails like iron product. I think it's one of the most iron sources. One of the main sources for ease of convenience. And stone's a technical source as well. So maybe ice in my redstone, but it's redstone, honestly. I have no idea about nether. Yeah. So I would need rails. I'm going to rails with iron product. Could I put nether products in the other chest? Yeah, because it's going to be like, there's no. So nether products. Cool. So that's my uncle's room done. Prismarine. Go in here. Prismarine. And then we're going to put nether products in here. We have soul sand and magma. Quartz. Actually, if we move that down, then we can have nether quartz up there, and we'll have glowstone in the top right. Lovely. Now, I am anticipating a growth on those products, so we will require a full double chest, I think, at some point. So I have had a fair bit of quartz in my time. If we make this the kind of stone area, so if we have cobblestone and cobblestone stairs and slabs, And then on the other end we have, oh, in the middle we could have smooth stone, and then smooth stone, bricks, stairs, and I guess slabs would have to be there. And then we've got 3 rows at the bottom for the flooring blocks. So we have diorite, my favourite, andesite, and granite. Although we need polished, we need room for polish, so let's do 2 rows like that. Boop, 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 boop. And then we can put the polished ones at the end. Do we not have any polished diorite? Sacrilege. Excellent. And then we can put gravel. Unless we made it, we did the whole splitting up the slabs and stairs thing. We could do that actually. So we can have gravel in here. And then put all the slabs and stairs in that one. I think that works. Excellent. So I've got 3 here. I think I've got this in the garage. But you know, it's how it works. Okay, iron, gold, and coal. Then we're gonna have iron thingies. There's a minecart somewhere. Is that empty? That's empty. That's empty. That's empty. So we've just got some kelp, which actually can go in there for now, and that's empty apart from a bed, and that's empty. So let's just consolidate everything into here. So this is the only chest of items left to sort. Woohoo! So let's deal with all of this stuff first, and we must leave room for treasures up in my room as well. I can't wait until people, other players on the server are like, oh, can I just borrow some wool real quick? And I'm like, yeah, it's in the downstairs loo up on the shelf above the door. It's going to be fun. Where should we keep treasures? Should we keep treasures up there? And then we can have... yeah, so if this is practical... so we've got iron, we've got gold, and we've got coal. Actually, if we make coal along there, and we've got iron, and we've got gold. We put the nugs in the middle. That's quite cute, quite a cute layout. And then if we have these 2 boxes for treasures and mementos and things, and then we can put the iron components down in the nook, in the TV nook. Oh, it's night time, let's sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Oh, just go to bed. Oh, I do have a backpack and a chest of all the things to go. I need to take all the things there, not I need my treasures of things to stick with. I guess that's no problem. Oh, I guess. Those treasures are you. So all these things are going to be pushing me chest. Things are going to be a bit more box, a little bit more box. That's treasure. That's going to be treasure. I'm seeing, just seeing though. No, just take it all. I'm going to do that. So, what are we going? Where are we going first? Let's go to the kitchen. Golden apples. Golden apple. Let's put it next to the other apple. Put that up there. Now we've got potion ingredients. Oh. Spider eye. Oi oi, spider eye. Ah, and I was going to put all of the iron things in there. Rails, iron bars, and a minecart. Cool beans. So those need to go in the garage. Garage. So have we got all of these filled? Yes, we have. Some more. Some feathers. Oh, and we can put leather and stuff in here as well. Leather, ink sac. And these can go in the gardening chest, but we'll put it in like a watery section over here. Maybe we should have seeds over here. these can go, grass and vines can go down there, and then we've got like we've got seeds, flowers, other plants. Cool. This will need more organisation. I haven't brought the leather with me, so we'll go up to the treasure chest up in my room. Was I going to put treasures here or here? I like the idea of them up in the wardrobe, so I'm going to put them. So we've got money, then we've got like cool things that we found, and some danger TNT. So that's my treasure chest done, and we're going to bung the obsidian into the nether chest. So we're nearly done, guys. Final push. I do want to put a chest up in that hallway with like frequently used things. So what have we got? Books, which are going to go in the enchanting hut, not in the house at all. Paper. Paper, I don't know actually. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to keep the paper. That's interesting. Maybe I might put it in the wood, the miscellaneous wood chest, actually. I know you don't make it from wood in this game, but you do in real life, so that's kind of a thing. And that I want in the chest by the door to go. So, let's just check. We've got nothing in there, nothing in there, nothing in there, nothing, 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 and nothing. So this hut is ready to be dismantled. Let's take a chest for the hallway. Although we do have some coal in there that we need to drop off upstairs. So yeah, let's do this final drop off of all the stuff, and then I guess we're dismantling the dirt hut. What kind of shelf colour would look good in here? Spruce? Dark oak? Nope. Dark oak. Let's grab 2 of each. Just see. So if I have the chest here. Whoops. Should we try? It's quite thick. I'm so used to using trapdoors now. Do we have any trapdoors? We have one oak one. I might just give that a little try. This is my building process, guys. It's very back and forth. I quite like that, actually. We'll see if we can get another one out there, but yep. So I'm going to put a bed in there. Maybe my shears. No, I'm using my shears at the moment. We'll worry about shears later. I need to build a proper sheep farm, and then I'll keep the shears with the sheep farm. That's on my to-do list. And here is where I've got my coal. So that's good. Anything else? Oh yeah, put some of the wood back. Put the leather in the garage. And the books in the enchanting room. And the paper in the wood chest. That's where torches are. That's good. That's good. Mob drops. Excellent. We'll put leather up there. I might switch around that, actually. Cool. So that's that. That's the dirt hut. So, farewell. I'm going to keep the dirt hut structure up for now. And I'll keep the door on it and the interiors, but I might just rip out... I'm going to rip out all but this bed and this chest, I think. So let's round out the episode by checking out the iron farm, just see how it's been how it's been going, and since we've been loading the area and working on our house. Oh, I might put some oak planks along here. There's always building to be done. So, ready? Hey, 2 stacks, nice. So that's been doing pretty nicely since we were out and about today. So, thanks guys for watching. I'm sorry it was maybe a bit more of a dull episode, but I wanted to share the moving in process with you, and hopefully we'll have something super exciting next time. Bye bye.